Hey, what's going on, everyone? So, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to use conversational AI in order to book leads onto sales calls. So, what I'll be running through today is an entire use case from GoHighLevel over to Vapi.AI, and then using Make.com as the actual middleman to do the call booking. So, in this video, I'm going to be talking from a high level on how exactly I've gone about doing all this, and then I'm even going to show a live demonstration of how the lead is able to successfully be booked onto a sales call, and then I'll even show if they go to voicemail or if the lead doesn't get to the objective of booking the call, but there was a conversation that was still had, how we can still send post-call text automations to try to make an additional touch point with the lead. Because again, this is marketing, and especially with cold traffic, it's entirely a numbers game. So the amount of times we can continue to make touch points with lead, the better. So what I typically recommend for a dialer build like this, do it on like a 14-day sequence. Call them once, and then call them maybe the next day, call them 5 days later, maybe call them 7 days later after that, 14 days later after that. You get what I'm going with this. The amount of consistency the AI is able to execute when you have a system like this in place completely beats out having to pay a team of human dialers just to do a subpar job. And the best part of these AI dialers is that we're able to directly track KPIs as far as all the conversations that are happening all at the same time. And we're even able to pull out the transcripts and call recordings. So once we do pitch them off to a sales team of closers that are actually hopping on the sales calls and getting those thousands of dollars cash collected, we can even prep your closers by giving them the call recording and developing a summary of the transcript so that the closer knows the subject of the conversation that took place prior to even hopping on the sales call. So from a very high level, essentially what we're doing, we're starting within GoHighLevel, and this is the automation that's taking place. On this one, I have it set up on a contract trigger, and the benefit of that is so we can tag the lead, call them up, and so if I'm importing a contact list, it's just so easy to plug them in and shoot them through. I'm tagging the lead here for some other backend management stuff, but this is the custom webhook that's going to take place to actually call the lead. And, down here, this is where we're calling the assistant, calling the specific phone number within Vapi, and then we're actually launching off the call. Here we're logging the external call. And then now going over to the Vapi side of things, over on our Vapi platform, I'm just in a sandbox account, but as you can see, I just wrote up a very quick, brief knowledge base, and the primary purpose is for it to actually book a sales call. And so if you look in the tools, I've set up a GHL tool in order for the AI to tap into that. And then I've trained it to say, hey, if the lead does want to book in, make sure to get the day and the time, and then you can activate the GHL booking tool. Now, for you guys that don't know too much about Vapi AI, essentially what it is, it's a conversational AI that's capable of having phone calls, and you can go through so many different voices. 11 Labs is often going to be the most accurate human sounding voices. And the whole point of this is essentially to automate having to do manual calls. So, especially if you're running ads and you want to hit leads as soon as they come through your pipeline, this is going to be the most effective way to make that first touch point. And then, like I was saying, you can also hit them up over SMS as well. Or if you get their email, of course, send an email drip sequence. I can't stress enough how important it is to have an omni-channel funnel set up. So typically, if I'm getting a lead's phone number, I'm going to text them, I'm going to call them, and then if I get their email, I'm going to be shooting them emails, in which on pretty much all channels, I'll have some sort of AI-driven factor in there. Like if a lead replies to one of my drip sequences, I'll have an AI pick that up and then try to either answer their question or push them towards an objective of booking a sales call with me. So going back to this tool, so basically I set this up so the AI understands that it's supposed to tap into this tool when the call proposal is taking place. Meaning, once the lead gives their time, all right, it's going to tap into that tool, and that tool is going to call Make.com, and then Make.com automations are going to do the actual appointment booking section. Now, what I mean by tools, just to give you a bit more detail, they're essentially custom functions. So I literally hand wrote this out GHL booking. That's not some special secret string or anything. But what I want to note here is that I literally wrote the description. The user provided their desired booking time, check to see if it's available. So even as far as this function, this is AI driven as well. So when we give this to the AI dialer, it understands when to use this tool, and it's awesome. Now you can imagine if you've got an assistant set up with tons of different potential use cases of what you need the AI to do, it's capable of tapping into all sorts of different tools, and it understands when or when not to tap into the tools. Of course, sometimes it'll require a bit of stress testing in order to get things accurate. This is AI after all, and with machine learning, they see things only at face value, so you have to be very specific and very literal with how you're writing out knowledge bases. And then going over on make.com, so let's go into the dialer section. So this is for like my text back dialer, but today I want to go over the calendar booking dialer with you guys. If you do want to see a scenario of how to do the text back dialer and pull transcript recordings, I've actually already recorded a video on that. You can watch that video here. I'm also going to link it at the end of this video so you can give that a look as well. But essentially, what we're looking at here is the make.com. When it taps into that GHL booking tool you saw, it'll activate this custom webhook. It'll pull the contact information. I'll show you how we're pulling that contact information here in a sec. And then we're giving all the information that the lead gave us to OpenAI. And then OpenAI is checking our calendar through a custom HTTP link in which we are getting that call recording tapped in. And then from there, we're either deciding, hey, the time's not available, go tell the lead, or we're booking in the time and we're green lighting it to the lead, be like, hey, great, you booked in. We'll see you soon, right? I know I'm speaking from a high level. I'll show you guys some application here in a second, but I just want to make sure you understand the general consensus of one, the benefits of using a dialer in order to get a use case like this done, and two, this can save you so much time, or if you're a fellow marketer like me, this can save some of your clients so much money. And that's the big money maker right there. The ability to save other people time and money will make you money, I swear. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm actually gonna call myself just to run you guys through a quick scenario. And so the AI, it already knows once it taps into the calendar, it's already gonna know which spots are filled. And for this example, I'm on a sandbox account. So what I went ahead and did is set some blocks. So certain particular areas aren't available on the calendar. So I'm gonna strategically choose a blocked time zone or blocked time slot so the AI rejects it and tries to tell me to pick a new slot essentially. All right, so now the AI is calling me.
This is Janice. Who am I speaking with?
Hello, this is Scott.
Hi, Scott. I'm reaching out because we help home service providers like roofers, kitchen remodelers, and painters streamline their client acquisition process with an automated system that replaces manual appointment setting with AI and automation. Would you be interested in booking a quick discovery call to learn more about how this could benefit your business?
Yeah, let's book a call.
Great, Scott. What day and time would work best for you to schedule the call?
Can we do Friday at like 1 p.m.? That time slot's
Thanks
filled.
for set.
So she's gonna check right now, but she's gonna reject me.
1 p.m. on Friday isn't available. How about either 12 p.m. or 2 p.m. instead? Let me know which one works best for you.
Fine. Yeah, let's do 2 p.m.
Your call is scheduled for Friday at 2 p.m. Thanks, Scott. Looking forward to speaking with you. Have a great day.
Awesome. Thank you, Janet. Bye. All right, so I know she sounded super robotic, and just to touch on that also real quick. So I literally just shit this out for the sake of showing you guys something. Typically, if I'm building an actual dialer, I get really surgical, both with the pronunciation of how the dialers are saying thing, but also, the way they're delivering it. And then to the point I was saying earlier, you noticed that she was kind of like hesitating sometimes before responding. You can customize like all the different ways in which the dialers like are speaking to you, the wait seconds, and different delays. So it's really cool because there's a lot of plug and play applications to Vapi. Okay, awesome. So now, as you guys saw, we were successfully pushed through this make.com automation. First time around, it found an unsuccessful time slot and rejected that and gave me two viable time slots at 12 or at 2, in which I chose 2. And then I was booked onto my sales appointment for this Friday. And the awesome part about this, just to kind of give you guys more high level theory, so really just to show you like that you can take it like so many steps further, not just a step further, but like 12 steps further. I built out this scenario using make.com and go high level. So what you just saw is the appointment booking scenario, right? But you can take it a step further, and I've also set up the post call text scenario, basically to where when the lead comes through and calls, if we are unsuccessful at booking the appointment on the phone call, no appointment is booked, this automation separately gets triggered. And the whole objective of this automation is to pitch over the call transcript that we just had, run it through ChatGPT, have it decide whether it was a voicemail or if we answered and it was just straight up unsuccessful, then custom tailor a follow up message to get sent back over to the lead. So now over here back within GoHighLevel, essentially what you're seeing is each time the lead is unsuccessful at being booked onto a sales call, we are promoting them into a follow-up sequence to essentially hit them back at a later date. This probably looks familiar, this custom webhook thing that y'all saw earlier. Basically, what this is going to do is greenlight a new phone call. Assuming it's unsuccessful again, they'll be thrown into call 2, and now you can imagine call 3, 4, 5. So when I was mentioning earlier at the beginning of this video a 14-day sequence, this would be how you set something like this up so that you're able to, plug the lead in once, and then, over the next 14 days, they're either going to get booked in or we're going to hammer them with follow-ups through both dialing and through text. Now, going back over to my calendar within GoHighLevel just to confirm that the dialer actually did its thing. As you can see here at 2 p.m. on Friday, we got our YouTube dialer appointment set, thus confirming that the workflow did exactly as intended, completely automated. So, just from a high level now, I want you guys to imagine. Now, if you've seen any of my previous videos, this is not a new model. I go over this all the time, but this is essentially the omni-channel funnel model. As far as how we're able to funnel all sorts of different traffic, cold traffic, over into an AI appointment setter like this. We can plug in ad traffic as soon as we get their phone number. We can dial them up and text them. Organic traffic, assuming we do some sort of lead magnet in order to do the transaction for their information, in which we give them over that free value lead magnet. Easy way to get user information that way as well. And then, last but very much not least, the silent killer of marketing, lead lists. Especially if you're a marketer and you're trying to go after new clients. An awesome part of soliciting an AI automated model service like this is the ability to tap into all of their pre-existing leads. And like I just showed, imagine if you tap in 1,000 leads all at once, all over to the AI, you're going to get some sort of booking through the door. It's entirely a numbers game. And really, what this is just showing is the only manual tasks that have to take place at this point now are actually running your ads, organic content, plugging in your lead list. So just pressing buttons to like launch shit, right? And then after that, hopping on your sales calls. Everything else, as far as the actual sales fulfillment process, is completely automated. Appointment setter, booking call, thank you page, email, SMS drip sequence, dialer sequence to continue to call leads, follow up with them until we finally get them on that sales call. Now, I know I went through a lot today, and I know a lot of this was really high level theory, but I don't want to leave you guys hanging. If you're new to this page, I don't gatekeep. I love to make tutorials on how actually to do all this and implement it for yourself. So, if this video gets 50 likes, I will give you guys a full step by step tutorial on how to do both a dialer text spec and a dialer call booking, so it's all one coherent system. Now, I spent a ton of time recording these videos for you guys. If I were to make a video like this, it would take me several hours to set up. So I want to make sure you guys are actually interested in seeing something like this. So make sure to just leave a comment down below if you are down to see it. And like I said, if this video gets 50 likes, I will 100% do this for you guys. And the benefit of a system like this, again, if you're a marketer, you could sell this for thousands of dollars. This could help so many people because it directly impacts their ability to generate sales. And because of that, you can charge lucrative prices. Anyways, that's all for me. If you guys have any specific questions, feel free to DM me on Instagram. I'll leave my Instagram link down below. And additionally, if you're looking for a new lead generation system or an ability to generate leads, book more sales calls completely on autopilot using the power of conversational AI, my team is currently guaranteeing 10 new high ticket clients within the next 90 days of working with us. Now, this is only for pre existing business owners. This offer does not apply to beginners, although we still do help out beginners, in which we offer a guarantee of 30 plus booked sales calls within 60 days of working with us. So, either way, we're getting you results. Everyone's making money. On that note, I'm going to leave my booking link down below. Feel free to check me out, and I'll see you on the other side.